Hi, scholars. It's Monday, November 8th, 2021, and this is Mrs. Avedian. It's your first day of our little break from in-person learning so we can all get healthy. You have your first few pages of your math packet are just review of the exponent laws that we have been practicing in class. I'm going to recommend that you try to get through at least 3 pages today, and I'm going to review your exponent laws with you. And you should have, I know that most of you did not take your notes in your binder home with you, so this first page is a sprint. It's to give you some exercises with it. I don't mind if you have to use a calculator for, there's really nothing on here you should need to use a calculator for, except when you get down to the bottom. And when you see things like this on a test, it's really testing whether or not you remember what the rule is. It's not testing whether you can calculate this all out. I do not want to see a giant number over here in the right-hand column. What you're doing is you're using the rule that says when you are multiplying two numbers, let me just say, let's pretend like I have 5 and I'm multiplying it. I have 5 to the 8th, and I'm multiplying it by 5 to the 7th. The rule says that you can keep the base and add the exponents. So 8 plus 7. And then you get, I could rewrite this in a simpler format as just 5 to the 15th power. Okay? You're not being asked to tell me what 5 to the 15th power is because nobody's got time to write that many digits down. That's why we use exponents, to make life easier. I'm going to do a couple of the ones that I get the most questions on and then tell you which ones on this first page. So this is page 2 in your packet. Page 1 is just the cover page. I'm going to show you how to do some of these challenging ones and tell you which ones are personal challenges that are optional for you to do. So let's take this one for a second. I've got negative 2 and 7/10 to the 12th power, and it's being multiplied by negative 2 and 7/10 to the first power. So I'm going to take my base. The base is negative 2 and 7/10. I'm putting it in parentheses because I want to make sure that the whole entire number has the exponent being applied. And then I'm going to take my 12 and my 1 and add those together. So I can rewrite this in a simpler format as 2.7 to the 13th power. That's it. That's all you're doing. If you have variables, the rules still apply exactly the same. X to the 6th power times x to the 9th power is x to the 6th plus 9th power. So 6 plus 9 is 15. So x to the 15th power. Okay. When you get down to these numbers that do not, number 34 on, where the base numbers are not the same, you need to rewrite them so that they have the same base. So what 4 could be rewritten as 2 squared. So I could rewrite this problem as 2 to the 7th power times 2 squared. Now I can simplify it to 2 to the 7 plus 2, which would be 2 to the 9th power. Okay? You can't add the exponents unless your bases are the same. I can't add these two exponents unless the bases are the same, so I have to convert them. Because I have not, that is slightly above, that's like a challenge opportunity. You do not have to be able to do this. You have to know how to apply the rule when the bases are the same. You will learn in algebra how to apply them when they're not the same. So I'm going to say that questions 34 on are challenge problems. Okay? Problems 34 on are your challenge problems. I challenge you to try to figure out how to get the bases to be the same. I challenge you to have big, giant brains, because I know you've got it. So do those problems. This is fluency practice. On your next page, you've got several of the rules we've done. So now you've got a power to a power rule here. You're rewriting these. You're using the laws of exponents to rewrite each problem. So this is division. And we learned that when you've got division like this, 1/6, and you've got the exponent on the outside, that I need to apply this exponent to both the top number and the bottom number. So this can be rewritten as 1 to the 5th power divided by 6 to the 5th power. I need to do both. I need to apply it to both. And 1 to the 5th power, oh goodness, anything to any power is just 1, because 1 times 1 times 1 5 times is just going to be 1. So I could rewrite this as 1 to the 6, 1/6 to the 5th power. Use your properties. If I have 5 to the 1st power, anything to the 1st power is just itself. So that's just going to be 5. See what powers you can apply to simplify these. If you need to, I will post to Google Classroom and to the end of this video. Well, you know what? Pause for just 1 second. Okay, scholars, so I opened up your exponent rules. If you do not have notes at home, you might want to take some notes for yourself for this next few pages. So the first 5 pages of your packet are all fluency practice on your exponent rules. So here's your product of powers, quotient of powers, power of a power, and power of a product. Take a moment to write those rules down so you can apply them to your paper. Now I'm going to scroll up here, pause the video if you need to, and write down power of a quotient, negative exponent, identity exponent, and the zero exponent, so you can apply them to your work. Tomorrow's video, I will start on page 6, magnitude, and we're going to be learning about how to use these to more easily compare magnitude. So magnitude is how big something is. Okay, scholars, if you need help, please, please, please reach out, call me, send me an email, whatever you need to do. I am still here for you. I'm still on the job, and I miss you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.